Hi, welcome back. So today's video is totally different than what I've done on my channel. I just wanted to make some covers for a few of my pillows and I wanted to embellish two other ones. So I said, why not record it, right? My first DIY, yay! So I took my happy ass to Hobby Lobby and I bought a yard of fabric, a yard of tassel, some fabric jewelry, and some E6000. Okay, so the first pillowcase here I've had quite a while now, but I wanted to add a little bit more to it because most of my furniture is gray, silver, white, and yeah, pretty much it. Eventually I'll incorporate gold, but right now I'm sticking to the silver. And I found that this pillowcase was a little too black for me, so I wanted to add a little bit more. So here all I'm doing is gluing some of this. What are these? They're like little jewelry gemstones, kind of diamondish around the heart. I'm gonna fill the whole heart and I'm using the glue E6000. Normally I would be sewing stuff, but hey, if you can glue stuff to fabric, I'm all for it. It's so much easier. So yeah, this is what I'm doing. I'm just gluing it all up in here. So like I mentioned earlier, a lot of my furniture and decorations have a lot of white in it, so I wanted to add more to this pillowcase. So I'm going to glue some fringe on the sides. Yeah, same thing, use the E6000. Again, I would be sewing, but I see that everybody glues everything nowadays. So when I went to Hobby Lobby, I saw E6000. I was like, yes, this is the first time I'm using it. I don't know if I said that already, but yes, first time I'm using this glue. I hope it works and I hope it sticks. So here I'm just pinning it down because I'm afraid that if I keep moving it, it's just gonna move the glue around. So as I put the glue, I put it on the pillowcase, then I pin it down and I move on, inch by inch, and I do the same exact thing on the other side. So here's the finished pillowcase, and this is the second pillowcase. I want to give it more bling. I want it to stand out more because it's a little too boring for me. So the same thing, E6000, some fabric jewelry, and I'm just gonna stick these little knob thingies all over the place. Here I just did a little pattern and I'm just gonna go pick each one of them up, put some glue on them, and that's it. So simple, and I think it looks cute. Okay, so now for the actual DIY. Here I have a 18 by 18 pillow and the fabric. This is just half a yard, which the 18 by 18 pillow fits in, and I'm going to do a whole lot of gluing and pinning. Here I'm just gonna fold 8 inches in because the fabric is a little too long, so I'm gonna fold that in because I don't want to cut the fabric off. And I'm pinning them down so it doesn't move around, just so I can keep the line straight and steady. And now to glue the edges, I'm gonna put the glue as far as I can go, and I'm gonna fold and press and hold there for a little bit. I noticed that it kept lifting a little bit, so I'm going to put a few pins just so it can hold the fabric together. But I did notice if you keep the pins in for too long, they become really hard to pull out because of the glue. So the glue does work. So as I go down, I'm gonna do the same thing, just put some glue, fold it, pin it, and keep it moving. Here on the other side, exact same thing. I'm just folding all the edges in, so later when I try to close the pillowcase, it's nice instead of that frayed ends. I don't want to see that. This is why I'm folding the ends first. I'm removing the pins that I put earlier to hold that fabric down so I can fold that inside of the pillow. I hope you understand and you can see what I'm doing. Again, all I'm doing is folding all the edges in. and I had to take those pins out because remember I folded the 8 inches of fabric in because it was too much, but I still have to fold those edges in. And the same thing, fold, and then I pin everything down. Now for the other edge, again, the same thing. I want it to look nice and smooth, so I'm going to glue the same thing. Fold the edges in. It's so simple, it's like ridiculous. I think what takes a little time, it's the pins, but I like to use the pins so the fabric doesn't move around too much. And because I'm just used to using pins when I've sewn things together, I always use pins. And here again, and now I'm actually making the pillowcase. So now that all the edges are folded in, as you can see, we're going to start gluing the whole outside perimeter. Make sure the pillow fits. I pulled all the pins out. Don't forget to pull the pins out because I did forget to pull one of the pins out, and then I was like, oh MG, it was inside. I didn't know how I was going to get it out, but it was sticking out in the middle, so I was able to pull it out. Anyways, not that that matters. Just don't leave your pins in there before you glue. Pull them out. And here again, just gluing and folding over. I'm gonna use some more pins again just to hold everything down. And I don't know, it's self-explanatory. If you have any questions, just leave them down below. But yeah, just keep watching me pin and glue. This is seriously the easiest pillowcase I've ever done. Look at this. I mean, it was so fast and so easy. This is exactly the same steps that I would have taken if I would have been sewing, but I chose to glue because that's what everybody does, right? And I wanted to try something new as well anyways. But yeah, this is the pillowcase. I love it. It's so cute. Now I want to make like a bazillion pillowcases and I don't know, change my pillowcases every week. Yeah, that's a little bit excessive. This is it for this DIY. It was super easy and I only paid $17 for the pillow upgrade since I already had the other two. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe and follow my other social media. So I ended up keeping 3 of the pillows together and I placed the 4th one elsewhere. Until next time, you guys, hugs and kisses. Bye.